What's up, guys? It's AZBorden76 here, and today I'm going to be talking about Season 5 that just released yesterday, and everything that changed with the map that I know of, and everything that was new in the Battle Pass, and everything else that I know of about that my knowledge holds of Season 5. So, the new pickaxes in Season 5 are, there's only 2 of them, which I think is kind of lame, besides the drift one, which is pretty cool. There's the balloon axe and the lug axe. The balloon axe is cool because you're basically hitting things with a balloon and killing people with balloons, which is a very creative way to kill someone. But they could be better. They could be better. The new gliders, the first one, I don't even know what it's called because I don't even care because it's so bad. It's bad. And then the next one, which is the part of the RPM set, it's kind of a knockoff of the John Wick glider, but it doesn't have the Mustang. But it's kind of the same thing, so it's kind of a ripoff. But it's still pretty cool. And then the other 2 are like, they're cool ideas, but they're like way too crazy. Like that horse or whatever, and then the lifeguard thing. I mean, they're cool, but I don't know. And then the new emotes, they're not as good as Season 4 with the Orange Justice and hype and stuff like that, but they're too short. Like, You're Awesome is really short, and the other one is Calculated, which is really stupid. But they're not that great. They're not as good. And also with the emotes, they're just adding random more like emotes and banner icons and random spray paints, so they can't I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Random stuff to fill up the battle pass because they have no idea what else to fill it with, especially with the new basketball, golf ball, and beach ball. They just don't know what else to put in the battle pass. They're just like, oh yeah, here's a random ball you can play with, because let's just come up with something random to use. Like, I think it's cool, but it's just another random thing to put in there and like make the water down the battle pass. The new skins, Drift, Sledgehammer, and Ragnarok, I like. A lot of people think the I don't even know her name, but Sunstrider, something like that. Everyone thinks she's hot because she's wearing spandex. What do you expect? She's a lifeguard. They wear small things, so of course. I don't like the Huntress that much, and I don't like that like 65 or whatever tier she is. I don't like her at all either. But overall, the new skins are cool, especially with the new leveling upgrade system. The new locations, I have not been to Paradise. Lazy is in the wrong spot. Anarchy makes more sense for a field because it's out in the middle of nowhere. But they should have put Lazy at Fatal, which is closer to a bunch of houses and retail, so that it makes more sense as like a country club type thing, not just like a random golf course in the middle of nowhere where Anarchy was. So that's everything that I know. Oh, and the what's it called? The Viking ship. That I've been near that area, and the waterfall that comes out of it, that looks pretty cool. And the rifts are pretty cool too, because it's like a free launch pad or respawn. Anyway, to the things I wanted to see for Season 5, I was gonna make this earlier, but I didn't have the time. Better pickaxes and gliders. The gliders are cooler, but not. And the better pickaxes, half of them. Well, I mean, Drift has the coolest pickaxe I've seen so far, and it just color flows. It's way better than any of the other pickaxes I've seen so far. And then the blue one is cool, of course. And I can't wait to see Ragnarok's pickaxe. That looks like it's gonna be insane. Better skins. They definitely did it way better. Yeah. The skins from Season 4 were kind of like underwhelming at the beginning, and Carbine and Omega is like the same thing almost. And then also I would have liked to see a more balanced map, which is hard to tell right now because people that don't land at Moisty, because Moisty is not the greatest, are now landing in that area. So I think since they added something so big over there, more people are going to be dying from the storm because it's not usually over there. So, and I've gone to Salty after landing and no one's looted it. And usually there's like at least 10 people that go there. So I don't know if it's really more balanced or not. But maybe it will be later on after everyone gets their fix of Paradise, Palms, and Lazy Links. A harder tier 100 accomplishment and challenges. Like, Season 3 did it good with the John Wick, where it was like a separate set of weekly challenges at the end to get the high octane glider. And that was better than, to me it was better than getting to level 80 to unlock Omega. Because there needs to be like a certain thing that separates the good tier 100 skins from the bad tier 100 skins. And just because you buy the battle pass doesn't mean you're good or bad or not. It just doesn't mean anything. Because you can buy the battle pass and still level up and get to that Omega lights, and you could play like every day, all day, every day, and get to that point. You don't have to be great, but you didn't have to be great to do the challenges either, especially since you get the high octane glider at like after 3 challenges instead of all 7 or 5 of them or whatever. Which it should be complete all challenges that are difficult challenges to get, and then you get that last reward. The new system is interesting, which is cool. It's like you have to get total amount of XP, which is still basically it's like mid-level 79 and level 56, something like that, to get the maxed out Drift and Ragnarok, which is basically the same as Omega, but it's not tied to one single season, which is both cool because you can you don't have to grind out hardcore on season 5 and not be able to get maxed out Ragnarok, but also everyone can get it if they have the battle pass and they get to tier 100 at the end of the season. They could basically get like season 8 in like half a year from now or whatever. They can still get that maxed Ragnarok, which is kind of dumb. They should put a cap on it somewhere, but I don't know. And then different weekly challenges. It's kind of hard to come up with other stuff, but we've had the same like 4 or 5 challenges over and over again for 3 seasons in a row now. I would just like them to be more creative and stuff. So anyway, that's going to be the video for today. I will hopefully plan on making more later in the summer, and thank you for watching and have a great day.